Oh, pardon me. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello and welcome to my Twin Flame Journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the May reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to get additional messages. Also, keep in mind these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. Also, keep in mind that I may be describing actions that you are taking, the person you're dealing with is taking, something that you're initiating, or a situation that's being presented to you. So, again, apply it how it may fit. If it fits, don't force it to fit. Also, in regards to, I usually always say masculine and feminine stand more for energy than gender. I think that the same rule applies to the figures on the cards. Just like in the traditional tarot, there might be a King of Wands there, but it might be you and you're female. So, there might be a man on the card, or there might be a female on the card, and it might not be what you are, but you're resonating with that message. Again, apply it how it may fit. Because, as of course, there are same-sex couples, so there is still the masculine and feminine energy, whatever is more prevalent at the time in one of you. So again, just apply it how it may fit. What was the other thing? Oh, I apologize. I think the reading has gotten out a little late. I haven't been feeling very well, but it's here. I'm doing it for you, my lovely. So let us push on through, and I apologize if I seem a little out of it. I'm not feeling well, and I'm a bit tuckered out, as they say. But let us get into your reading. What we have is what you'll be dealing with, Spirit's advice in regards to it, why it's happening, what you're thinking and feeling or doing or want to do in regards to the situation. What do you need to be aware of that can help you? What is the higher message involved? And then we have advice. And then we may clarify with the Sibilis if need be. And I apologize in advance. That takes me a little bit of time because of incorporating these reversals that I have to refer to my papers here, because you pick up on stuff intuitively, but there's also meanings on the cards that you wouldn't even think goes to it. So I always like to check. That's why I always have my cards here with these as well, just because in the moment you might not think, oh, I should have said this, I should have said that, because there are so many people watching. There are so many ways you could read the cards, so I'm trying to give people as many variations or as I can, so that I can reach more people with messages. So just bear with me. And in case you were wondering why I refer to my notes, because again, ain't no way you're going to remember all this stuff. That's for sure. Now, let us start with clean it up. Right. Let's see, what do we need to clean up? Something needs to be cleaned up. What number is this? 21. Essential meanings: getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. The oracle message: ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work, overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. Relationship message: time to clear the air. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours, to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered, and your relationship will flourish. Prosperity message. Simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself, too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do. Protection message. Is it possible you may be focusing too much on other people right now? Trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding to an even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. This, of course, goes in especially with karmic, codependent relationships, trying to heal someone else, trying to fix someone else, and putting up with all their crap because we love them. And in the meantime, we're not helping them to grow, and we're hindering our own growth because we're not loving ourselves. So that is a big message on, again, having balance, having boundaries. Again, we can't heal and fix and take on somebody else's stuff. That's their job. There's a difference between being a support and being an enabler. And that's something that many people have to learn, especially when dealing with karmic relationships. So something needs to be addressed and cleared out. And something needs to change in regards to our perspectives on a situation to help it to get resolved, so there can be forward movement. And speaking of forward movement, we have the Six of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. And the Moon in reverse. Oof, what's going on here? Lots of reversals. Now, Six of Swords, is obviously we're in our thoughts. We're wanting to move on. We're wanting to move forward. There's also this card represents, leaving the pains of the past behind so we can move on to calmer waters. It's trying to move away again from turmoil and conflict towards peace, moving towards a more promising future. It's power of the rational mind over the heart and using intuition in order to move forward. And in order to move forward, we know we got to leave something behind. It's the process of letting go. It's a renewed acceptance of change, looking towards the future, towards, our greatest long-term potential. What do we want in the long term? It's a rite of passage, obviously, because we had to go through something. But we also needed to analyze again what was mine, what was theirs, what worked, what didn't work, what was the lesson, all of that stuff, so that we can move forward, go towards what it is that we want. It's a new phase of life. It's having to make hard decisions and compromises, but it's heading also towards a much better life. Out with the old, in with the new. A new start towards happiness and joy. But first, we got to clean it up. And we want to move towards this Ten of Pentacles, which is the family card. It's all about, too, financial stability, the happy home life, having everything that we want, fulfillment, family, accomplishments, again, comforts, enjoying the fruits of our labors, um, happy in what we've created, the effort that we've put into building something, a relationship, for instance. It's a commitment, again, for a long-term relationship, pride in one's success, sharing to show that we care, again, reciprocity. We got to give to receive. Don't be given and not receiving. Again, balance. It's about creating foundations that will last long term. So this is obviously what we want to move towards. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is all about petty arguments, conflicts, either external or internal. So again, we could be feeling conflicted with ourselves on how to proceed forward, to go towards what it is that we want here, to go towards, again, happiness, fulfillment. Now, it's also about avoiding conflict. It's an increased focus on one's goals. Again, we're kind of like, the goal is more important than the petty arguing, so to speak. It's time to move forward towards resolving things, making peace, cleaning it up. Because obviously, there's also, it says here, needing to be more assertive, a sigh of relief after conflict and struggle, feeling more secure in your relationships, conflict free, a need to focus on achieving goals, staying committed, and being assertive, not in like in a nasty way. It's about, knowing what you want and what's important and going for that. And leaving the strife and whatever is causing the issues, leaving it behind and moving towards happiness, fulfillment. Now, Eight of Wands is travel card, communication, fast movement, swift changes. But in the reverse, there's delays, there's frustrations, there's holding off even. Facing multiple obstacles despite one's enthusiasm of wanting to, pursue all this. There might still be some challenges here. There's also a need to slow down and consider your next steps because you might be missing something in your haste that could bring about mistakes. Hold off until the situation is more stable or predictable. Having too many ideas at once and not knowing which to pursue, like again, how to go about something. Jumping from one thing to another and not finishing. But I think this again is just more about, it's also about impatience. To need to keep looking for alternative ways around these obstacles that you might be facing. Because again, it could be internal struggle, things that we need to overcome in the self in order to, move things forward, shadow work, etc., or external circumstances, or, another person's free will. So don't be impatient. Have patience in the situation. Be methodical in how you want to proceed and going towards what you want. And the Page of Wands, he's is about new ideas, enthusiasm, exploration. But in the reverse, there's like setbacks, in manifesting something or pursuing something. It's lack of direction as well. Unsuccessful ventures, taking a wrong approach, which is not leading to growth. So that's maybe perhaps why there's still some obstacles here. There's also a lack of motivation, low self-esteem, immature behavior, even mean-spirited, aggressive, helpless, always the victim. Again, what's mine and what's yours? And even even if one person was more the doer of the do, and on the surface we can say, ah, yes, we were a victim of this person's whatever. But again, though we hate to say it, it still took two to tango. We still attracted that situation. We still engaged in it the way that we engage. We put up with what we put up with. Whatever it is, again, it's both people being accountable for their own roles, accepting responsibility for their own choices and actions. Can't point all the blame and all the finger at one person. Because as I always say, we see the crack way before we see the ass. But, rose-colored glasses and all that stuff, we find ourselves in our own wounding, and all these things play a part in why we get dragged through the mud in certain situations. But again, it's all karma, it's all lessons, it's all necessary for our growth. Just how long it takes you to learn it is how long you'll suffer in it. So again, there's no really victims in the universal truth. Even though we may feel like it, we want to say that we are. Again, we get what we allow, so there's no real victims, again, so that's the message I'm trying to get here. We're not helpless. But we may feel helpless in the situation, again, because there may still be conflict, there may be delays, there may be obstacles. Maybe it's playing on our self-esteem a bit, undercutting our enthusiasm or self-confidence in regards to moving forward or pursuing what we want to pursue here. Unwillingness to make an effort, uncooperative, again, impatient, because we have up here with impatient as well. It also says you're superficial, arrogant, lazy. I don't know if that pertains to you or the person you're dealing with, but again, like I said, it could have to do with people's free will choices. Somebody might not be on board. Again, we need people's free will choice to make something work, to come together. So maybe this is part of the obstacle. Maybe somebody is unwilling to make an effort, and they're not being cooperative. And then it's playing on your feelings about achieving this. And Three of Cups. It's the reunion card. It's celebrations. Also sometimes can symbolize third-party situations. Did I say reuniting? But in the reverse, it could symbolize, because I said third party, it could symbolize an affair. It's also stifled creativity, infidelity, cheating, isolation and need for support, overindulgence. We're not drowning our sorrows in anything. No, there could have been a situation, because we have the moon here, which deals about secrets, deceptions. It's also depression. You know, it's confusion. It's also self-deception. Again, and needing to become aware of, again, the deeper meaning in regards to whatever's transpired here. You know, there might be some anxiety involved, some fears involved. Feeling stuck, lack of direction or confidence. Again, same as this. So need to pay attention to, you know, your intuition. It's also need to see things differently. It's about transformation, liberation. It's unhappiness, again, depression with, you know, whatever the current circumstances are. But, you know, but this in the reverse here, it's, you know, again, the self-illusion, I mean, yeah, this self-deception, whatever, self-delusions, the fears and anxiety. It also could be subsiding in regards to this. Because we're knowing, again, what we want. We're trying to move towards that. So maybe we're releasing our fears, but we're still feeling some kind of way. There are some kind of obstacles involved here. I'm looking around for like deceptive cards. I'm sure they'll pop out if I do some clarifying, because it's always the case. We got secrets here, mistakes. So I know somebody messed up somewhere. The why is anxiety, justice, generosity. So again, like I mentioned here, fears and all of that. Perhaps some fears around we're not sure if things will work out the way that we want them to, if someone will accept our offer, or if we should extend an offer. We're either losing faith or lacking faith or need to have some faith, or we have faith that things will change, or again, hoping they'll change. And we're trying to figure out a way how to make that happen. This is also the troubleshooter. He can be somebody who's deceptive as well. So maybe we're trying to have faith that someone's changing their deceptive ways. We can always hope, right? But I'll clarify just to see what this troubleshooter is. Usually, most of the time, I found the troubleshooter is just about trying to figure things out. When I've clarified, I don't think that I've ever seen like a double deception card. It's more about trying to figure things out, but it does stand for that as well. And we have happiness, scandal, abundance. So again, we could not currently be happy with what's, you know, transpired here. We could be wanting to have happiness, again, to be moving towards happiness. Abundance, same as like the Ten of Pentacles, you know, fulfillment, everything you could want, you know. Reconciliation, barrier, lovers, good news. So again, obstacles, barriers, challenges in regards to reconciling. The lovers too can just symbolize, you know, the lovers, a relationship, or just like the traditional tarot about, you know, head or heart choices. Hoping there'll be good news. Again, hoping we're moving towards happier times. Hoping things work out in our favor. I always try to look to see, because again, not everybody's getting back together. Not everybody's looking to reconcile. Some people, this could be just describing something that they went through, and now they lived and learned in their that was dealing with possible cheating and lies coming out and things not moving forward the way they want them to, and having no interest in themselves and manifesting anything new, but instead wanting to move towards what it is they really want, what they really feel that they deserve, to have a good relationship or with someone instead of somebody who's deceptive. This could be, like I said, you can read the cards so many ways, and I don't like to leave anybody out. Um, so again, those are always the possibilities. Someone coming back, well, we're moving forward with someone new. Let's see. Troubleshoot. And there's Mr. Handsome running in his wheel. Troubleshoot. Troubleshoot. Feeling stuck. Feeling like we can't move forward. Feeling trapped. Can't figure out a way how to move forward. This almost reminds me of with the Eight of Swords. The lady standing there with the blindfold. It's all in her head. The feeling stuck is all in her head. Oh, we got foolish choices here. So feeling how to get away from our foolish choices. And we have Ladonna de Servizio, which is the servant or the helper. Maybe we're looking for help. We're trying to troubleshoot. We need some help on how to fix our foolish choices. Get ourselves from feeling unstuck. Make it so things will change. Change, we have La Conversation, but in the reverse. So again, broken down communication, bad communication, falling outs, arguments, things like that. Oof, barrier, we got the female foe, an enemy. This is also sometimes can symbolize the rival. So if there was any third party situations, this could be the other woman. This is also could be, the person that you're dealing with, or you in your shadow self, angry, resentful, not too happy. This is the barrier. So this could be, again, overcoming this. If this is you, overcoming someone else viewing you like this, like the not being happy with you, stuff that you've done. Or again, the barrier is third party. And a choice needs to be made with the lovers. Or maybe we can't stop being angry because of some stuff other people did, or even regrets of our own, feeling like we made foolish choices. Oof. I knew there was going to be some manipulating or lies or something, because there always is. Barrier again is Gran Signore in the reverse. Someone who's, very manipulative. Serves his own interests. you know, liar, cheater, things of that sort. Someone who could be narcissistic in their behaviors, whether they're full-blown or just embodying those traits. So again, it could be someone else trying to get through the barriers, trying to get someone else to see you differently, because right now they're mad at you again for some behaviors that you've done, like I said, or even, you know, struggling within ourselves to see someone differently because of things they've done. Or the barrier again is another person that they've been lying and cheating with. Lovers. Mercante, it's the merchant. It deals with contracts, negotiations, dealings. Could be also things, something at a distance. So maybe we're needing to travel to see somebody. Maybe we're separated from somebody from a distance. And this is also, again, like I mentioned, negotiating, coming to an agreement. In the upright, in the reverse, he's another shady character. And then we have the Viaggio, which is another travel card. So again, I don't know if people are separated, whether they need to travel to see someone, or this is just about, you know, forward movement, moving forward, moving on, making a decision if we want to negotiate some kind of, if we can, or hoping that we can, so that we can move forward, come to some kind of agreement, understanding. And how you're thinking and feeling or doing in regards to all of this. We got secrets. The lady, brown-haired woman, new beginnings, growth, mistake, peace, and diligence. So again, secrets could be like the moon, secrets coming out, secrets being revealed. It could also be fear of the unknown. The lady could symbolize you, the person you're dealing with. And if it's symbolizing you, it is, you know, following one's intuition, trying to follow one's intuition, you know, let go of our, you know, fear of the unknown. Or if it's, again, the person that you're dealing with, this is the person who's the epitome of woman. So maybe there's a need to reveal some things to this person in order to have a new beginning. Then we have brown-haired woman, which again could be you. It could be you using your intuition. All these two different people. Could be, if I'm talking about third-party situations, secrets coming out. Well, it's two different women. New beginnings, wanting new beginnings, hoping for new beginnings, hoping there's growth. Again, learning from our mistakes. Or hoping again that it can grow into something long term, you know, because we've realized our mistakes. You know, wanting there to be peace, wanting to make the effort, put in the work in order to achieve what it is that we're wanting to achieve here. Or again, if we're wondering if we should bother to put in the effort, you know, because we want to have peace. We don't want to make any more mistakes. We don't want to give somebody an opportunity to lie to us again. Like I said, you can read these all kinds of ways. But hopefully I'm giving you enough scenarios that will help a few of you. Now what you should be aware of that can help you in this situation, we got trust and strategizing. And the winged wise ones in the challenge position. Angelic help, miraculous aid. Let us see 30. Chess Queen has all the tools you need to aid you in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives as your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for a vision of your life. Ask also to know the right actions to ensure your part in this process of unfolding. Then, with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine plan for your life? This is a reminder that there is your plan and then there is the divine plan for your life. When you're in alignment with the latter, all manner of messages are delivered to aid you in taking the next right action for your life. The Chess Queen says that you will win this game as long as you let Spirit choose your moves, follow your bliss, and the inspired messages delivered by your soul. You cannot lose when you enter the realm of the Chess Queen. Now, Winged Wise One. Oh, so don't matter what position it is, it's always an ally. Always allies and never challengers. The Winged Wise Ones represents the aid of all the angels. When you enter their realm, know that your sincere prayers will be answered according to the will of divine. This also represents divine intervention and the potential of miracles to heal and transform as if by magic. Have faith, whatever your circumstances, heavenly beings are watching over you. The Winged Wise Ones give you a glimpse of the future by offering messages whispered on the wind. These are translated within you as inspired thought, instantly unraveling the past and revealing the present. Be aware of the higher consciousness in you. This is a good time to observe your thoughts through meditation. Who is observing those thoughts? That self is kin to the Winged Wise Ones who have come to help you soar. Again, it's following one's intuition, following one's guidance, and taking some action. Today, I take action related to the priorities I previously set off. Put your thoughts into action and open your heart. I allow myself to feel the full range of emotions, especially all the forms of love. And watch for the signs. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. And also have gratitude. As I notice and appreciate my blessings, I open the door to more of God's gifts. And then we have home. I trust and follow my divine guidance about my home, and also compassion. I see and feel others' points of view with forgiveness and kindness. And then your advice is to give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Because there is chemistry here. There's a strong magnetic attraction. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, especially if people are mad and angry and they ain't feeling any kind of love. So this is, I don't know if somebody's trying to make an offer to reconcile or you are, but they're saying that obviously, both people have to be open. You can't, you don't even want to deal with somebody if you're still hanging on to whatever happened in the past. You can't, so that's why they always, you got to heal. You got to clean it up. Either it's with someone from the past or even, to be able to be open to new love. And speaking of new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So again, either if this is someone trying to come back, they're saying to give your relationship a chance, to heal, to let go of any lingering negative feelings, because it's not going to help to make the situation better, and have the opportunity for new love. Or they're saying, for those of you that you've gone through an experience, you learned a lesson, it was a karmic relationship, but now because you've gone through it, you've ascended a little higher, which means you'll start to attract people that will resonate at that new level. So be open to it. You're going to have to heal yourself still from this past situation to be open to it. To give love a chance again. New love. Because like I said, I don't tie everything up in a bow. Not everybody's getting back together. Not everybody wants people back from the past, and everybody has a chance to reconcile. Sometimes it's too much water on the bridge, too little, too late, or people just move on. And for those who don't even want to reconcile, just it's all about living, learning, healing, moving forward, and allowing the universe to bring in what it is that's meant to come in next, and not allowing ourselves to stay kind of stuck in. But again, healing takes time. It all sounds so simple in the cards, but again, healing can take years. But as long as you're making the efforts, that's what matters. Spirit doesn't expect you just to be like, oh, everything's spiritual, so let me just, you are human. You will feel human emotions, whether you see stuff from a spiritual perspective or not. Again, we know this. And that's what I said. I never try to make it sound like it's such an easy solution. Because it is, but it isn't. Again, it isn't in the fact of it's the ego keeping us in the pain. It's the processing what happens. And again, and that varies from experience to experience, from person to person. Nothing is ever just okay. And it takes time. But it's just to bring you an awareness of why things happen, and to give you a guide in regards to hope, or how to proceed forward. That's what these readings are kind of about. It's never just to try and make it sound all easy breezy, because it's nothing about it's easy breezy. If you go through a painful situation, it's again, takes time. But they try to show you that opportunities are there, either to possibly reconcile with someone, or that no matter what, someone new will be coming in. So just never lose hope, never lose sight of that. But I think for the majority of you, this is about reconciling with someone. And on that note, I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. And geez, you're one of the shorter ones, about 20 minutes shorter. So that's what I like. The ones that drag on a long time, that's because I feel like there's so many messages that it gets confusing for me, because I'm picking up on all different storylines. And then, of course, when we got to check the severelies, it takes longer. But 40 minutes is long enough, isn't it? 45 minutes. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.